Okay, so hi. It is currently 1:16 p.m. Let's see, and it is Wednesday, January 9th, 2013. Starting a video blog just for the fuck of it. I'm actually pretty, not really religious. I follow pretty closely the Philip DeFranco show and SourceFed, so it's kind of like I kind of wanted to do something myself. I don't know, there are a couple things that I was reading about today. It was just like, I cannot believe this. Apparently there was this huge article on the front page of MSN News because the First Lady, Michelle Obama, decided that she wanted to wear the same dress that she's worn one time before with a paparazzi snapped picture of her, and apparently it's fashion taboo to re-wear the same clothes more than once. Like, so I buy a shirt, for example, and just because I wore it out one time, I'm never allowed to wear it again. What am I supposed to do? Burn it? Donate it, maybe? I mean, that's the only logical option I can think of that would actually make any sense to the world. But this is just retarded. I don't understand what's going on here. Anyway, they're all over her saying maybe she's a visionary for all women out there, that you don't have to keep, you know, getting new dresses every time you're going to go out. Just re-wear your old ones. Recycle. It's the good thing to do. Like, oh my god, people are so stupid. No offense, you guys. Just anybody who happens to watch and follow my blog is just... So anyway, right now I'm having trouble. I was actually going to be submitting my blog through better quality video, but currently I'm using my cell phone because I don't know what's wrong with this. It's a perfectly good camera, but for some reason, as of late, I cannot use the card adapter to load the data from the card on here to the actual computer. It will not recognize this as a device. And this, for some reason, whenever I try to upload any pictures directly off of it via USB cable, seems to run into an error after taking forever to load the very first thing on the list. So, anyway, in my state of frustration, I decided, fuck it, I'm going to do a video on my phone. So, I don't really know how much longer I've got, but it's really nice today. It's about 61 degrees. I had really a good time last night hanging out with my friend Brenda. She came over. We watched some TV, South Park, although it didn't finish the episode because my PlayStation is my DVD player, and it chose not to finish reading the disc. So I'm just going to have to shell out a little bit of money for a DVD player. Unfortunately, first, I have to work on the fact that my heater broke. I have two heaters currently because the gas heater that I do have, and I'll show you what I mean. It's over here in the corner. It's really hard to see, but my gas heater, I can't get it to work. I have tried every method I can to get the pilot light going. I've even seen if maybe the valve is closed, and I've tried turning it in another direction because it doesn't have any indication which side turned is off or on. And I have had no luck lighting the thing. So I've been using two heaters, and one has been blue. Last night I noticed that it got cold in the living room while we were watching TV, and I look over, and for some reason the lights went on. It's like, great, something else broken. I'm going to get a humidifier, too, because it's kind of dry in here. I have a plant, Montague, who sits up in my windowsill, and he has a perfectly decent climate. The only thing is the air is really dry. So I try to water him and everything, but he's withering, and it's really bothering me. I'm trying to figure out how this helps, but all I've been able to do right now is boil water. Whenever I feel dry, I start to boil water, and that's all I do. But, it's been a pretty decent day so far. I was expecting to be able to do a bit more with my time. I'm supposed to meet somebody this morning and pick up a printer because, well, it needs ink, but it would be really nice to have a printer again because I used to have one and it stopped working very shortly after I got it. I only got to print a couple of things, and I have a ton of computer paper and a bunch of things I would love to print out, including giant AR cards. I don't know if you've ever seen what a giant AR card is like, but it's like the little ones that you get with the DS, and it lets you make your me even bigger, but it'll recognize it if you print it, and I wanted to get one, but it would cost me quite a bit if I go to the library and pay 50 cents for a page. I don't know, worst comes to worst, I'll probably want to do the same thing. I mostly want it so I can break coupons because, you know, I'm kind of, well, single but not single female on her own with 2 pets, 2 kitty cat babies, and a really, really stupid job, just wanting to go to school, wanting to get a lot of stuff in my life done, and right now it's kind of like spinning my wheels. I don't know. I feel like if for some reason you decide to follow this, you'll probably get to know how I think and what I'm thinking about. I know today I picked this back up while I was waiting for some stuff. I was trying to make this for my husband. Nice guy, little confusing at times, but I care a lot about him, so I don't know. I was supposed to make this for him for Christmas, and I got distracted because I went over to my brother's and had Christmas with them, since he was with his mom. But I have a couple projects I'd like to work on, actually. I mean, one is I keep trying to come up with ways to educate myself further without having to go to school, to take the time out to have to worry about that. I still want to educate myself. I feel like even if I don't have a certificate saying I know something, knowledge is worth a lot, and it will make things easier for me when I finally do jump into school to be able to process that kind of an information amount. Like, it's being homeschooled, I did a lot of just running around growing up, and not really a lot of actual schoolwork. Granted, I mean, I passed my GED test above average, which means when it comes to practical know-how and good guessing, I guess I rank pretty high. But when it comes to actually knowing anything about my geography, my history, biology, stuff like that, I really don't know a whole lot, and I'd really like to. So, I mean, if anybody has any suggestions, any kind of, like, thing that they do that helps them learn something new every day, that'd be really nice to know. I'm open to plenty of different ideas. But more or less, I also read today that apparently there were 2 guys in, oh, I don't remember where they were from now. I keep wanting to say it was like Texas or something. I could be getting that confused. But these 2 guys were put in jail for a year because they went into a bar and they ordered some Baileys, and somebody thought that they were homosexuals. And for some reason, that was enough of an offense, being publicly gay, to be put in jail for an entire year. Like, how is that humanly possible? Why would we do that to one another? It just doesn't make any sense to me. And in another case of personal rights being stepped on, there's currently a fight going on in Texas. I know this one's actually Texas. And there are students at this one school that are forced to wear tags wherever they go, student ID tags. And they have chips, microchips in them, so they can tell where these students are when they're on school premises. They're supposed to take them off when they leave. But who's to say that that's not going to become a standard for everyone? We have to make sure we know where everyone is, like, by putting microchips on them. I don't know, I kind of feel like that's a violation of privacy. There's this one girl that's actually fighting it in court right now, one student that told everybody, no, I'm not going to do this, this is a violation of my rights. And she's kind of trying to fight it, so kudos to her, for one. And I don't know. And then New York is talking about banning almost all guns. They might even do a recall and confiscate guns from people. I don't understand how that is unconstitutional. I mean, I understand things change. You know, you can't keep going by laws that were like forever ago. That's why we don't follow the 10 Commandments. Most religions still have parts of them in their teachings, but they don't follow them strictly anymore. Else people wouldn't eat pig's feet, bacon, any chicken, things like that. Like, you would not be allowed to eat fowl or things with split hoofs, and that's just retarded. We can't do that this day and age and survive. It's not. We just don't. So, I don't know. I'm looking at this New York thing, and then not far from it on the same news site, it says that Obama's, I guess he's the Secretary of State, I don't remember. He's the Vice President, maybe. Biden, I don't really keep up with politics all that much, but apparently he's also talking about getting rid of guns, like in general, and there's this petition site, I don't remember the web address, but people are petitioning, of course, against this idea that the New York mayor has to start getting rid of more guns. Although he does have a pretty good complaint on the fact that it's true that some people really have guns that they shouldn't have, but it doesn't really stop people from getting a hold of all the black market and all those different kinds of illegally bought goods, like guns, for example. Like, that's not going to stop it from happening. So, I don't understand how this is supposed to help. I think it's just going to aggravate the situation. I don't know what you think. I mean, I'll be looking, hopefully, for people's comments if anybody actually decides to watch this. If you don't, that's up to you. I don't really care. But I would like to get to know some of y'all. So if maybe you decide to vlog too, let me know. I'll subscribe to your channel. And I think that's it for today. It is probably a good time to cut it. Alright. Bye.